Wow, look at that. Yeah, the mountain is pretty high. I don't think I can climb the mountain on foot because I'm too old. Okay, we just got the Kotaka station. Yeah, we're gonna go up. Over the mountain, Kotaka. Yeah. The Tokyo Summer Olympics Marathon will be moved to Japan's winter sports capital. There was a controversy over whether the marathon race should be taking place in Tokyo or Sapporo. The International Olympic Committee, that's called IOC, and the Tokyo government came to the decision to hold the marathon race in Sapporo, where it's 500 miles north from Tokyo. They had a discussion over how to mitigate concerns over the heat in Tokyo because Tokyo is super hot in summer. Temperatures in Tokyo regularly hit above 30 degrees Celsius in July and August, with the heat often accompanied by high levels of humidity. In other words, it's muggy. It's muggy. We are afraid of runners, of course, speculators and volunteers who can get dehydration and heat stroke during the Olympic Games. Sapporo is also hot, but in the morning, it's relatively cooler than Tokyo. It's 5 to 6 degrees Celsius cooler on average between late July and early August. The race will be scheduled to start at 7:30 a.m. Then overseas runners will need to get prepared for the run based on Sapporo's climate because their body is conditioned for sticky weather. You know, they need to get adapted to the new cooler environment. Sounds like a good plan for athlete, right? I was watching the Rugby World Cup at Kobe Sannomiya on September 14th, and it was 30 degrees Celsius during the day and very humid. I talked to some people who were there 2 weeks earlier and said it was above 35 degrees Celsius and likewise humid. But what happened here about the relocation from Tokyo to Sapporo is that a lot of local people in Tokyo was so looking forward to cheering up the runners from the roadside, but they all have to go all the way up north. You know, they needed to take a flight. You know, that's a part of the reason why the proposal of having a marathon race in Sapporo was against. Of course, people's life comes first, but in terms of business strategy, they have a huge sales impact on local business activities. This time, I don't merely focus on Olympic as a part of a sports festival, but as a local business commercialized in Japan. Since 1984, Olympic has been commercialized. For example, Dream Team with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen from NBA. A lot of pro players joined the Olympics Games, right? They get a big corporate sponsorship from companies that want to capitalize on a opportunity to directly advertise the collections to the Olympic. It's no longer games for amateur players. You know, based on the past Olympic history, this time JOC and the Tokyo government invested 60 billion Japanese yen, which is worth 550 million US dollar. But for some reason, one of the biggest events in Olympic will be taking place in Sapporo. Do you know what that means? No? Yeah, the local government in Hokkaido or organizer doesn't have enough budget for the event. It's been said that it will cost 34 billion Japanese yen to relocate the event from Tokyo to Sapporo, but who's gonna afford for it? Are you gonna be able to pay for Olympic Games? Hell no. No. That's now what they are discussing. To be able to pay for it, the coordination commission will probably pay, and they collect the money from stakeholder or investor like me, and when they get benefit enough, I guess eventually they're gonna pay them back with a kind of dividend or something like that. And I think they should also have monetary structure enough to benefit from a marathon race sponsored by TV production and monetize from commercial entrance fee and subsidiary goods or stuff like that. So those local business in Sapporo hosting the marathon race is uniquely positioned to see significant economic benefit from Olympics. This includes everything from hotel, restaurant, street vendor, and souvenir shops, and any other business the Olympics interact with. By the way, fireworks show in Lake Pier will be cancelled, hosting next summer and postponed till November because most of the security men are gonna go for Olympic. That's crazy, but you know they are out of budget. So personally, I want Olympic in Shiga Prefecture, but there's no other way I can enjoy Olympic but to watch TV. All right, so where was I? Yeah, the runner are expected to cycles around the center of Sapporo Avenue Park. During the summer season, we can enjoy having a beer at the beer garden. People party all night, make loud and enjoy beer, but they are all banned because we can't just disturb Olympic guys. And then that makes sense, right? Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it does. But nevertheless, I think the impact on the local economy is gonna be huge in terms of how local business contribute to a host city, and I also think a tremendous amount of money will cash in on the local business, and we're gonna have revenue for sure. But I don't want you to forget one thing, which is most important word of today's video. I sure we're gonna get revenue as a nation, but it doesn't mean you can get rich, okay? It doesn't guarantee you can make a lot of money from Olympic Games. You know, if you are a business owner or investor, you wanna force your employee to work at any cost. But if you are working in a food industry or a restaurant as a full-time employee, quit the job before next summer, and make sure you're not gonna come back to the same industry, okay? That's my valuable advice for you. If you don't listen to me, you're gonna get workaholic, and you're gonna have to work endless overtime. You don't want but please do so as you give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I hope it works for you. It works for me. Okay folks, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll catch you in the next episode. So see you later. Bye.